do we actually bring in a greater, expansive way to approach learning about other people?
Yeah. And, to be clear, my family loves to travel, but the real is, people are like, you travel all the time. And I'm like, not really. I talk about our travels all the time, but we actually have only left the country every 2 years.
Yeah.
So most of the time we are here and we're living and learning at home. And I think that obviously I'm going to say books because that's a huge area, but I also think videos, because books give you the descriptive language, the stories, the ideas, but the videos, that's a blessing that generations prior didn't always have. And to be able to see what people look like, and maybe some of the things that you'll see if you were to travel there. There's nothing like, that visualization to go along with the book. So we spend a lot of time with books and videos, and that could be movies or documentaries or just honestly YouTube videos that show us kind of a snippet of life in different places. And I try to get like, yes, the historical part, but really just like the everyday, kids walking to school or talking in the video. One of my kids' favorite videos is there's some boys in Morocco and they're playing like a game on the street or whatever. And they're, he's like, oh man, like you can tell he's like, you're cheating. And, we can't understand the language, but my son knows exactly what those boys are saying to each other. So I think those types of things I find to be really helpful. Obviously, developing relationships with people here in the States. We're very blessed in that name a place in the world, we have a community or more of those people here in our country. And most countries can't say that. They tend to be all mostly whoever those people are. Yeah. And so reaching out and building friendships and going to restaurants and different performing arts ventures and all of those different things. I think there's not just like one path. It depends on where you live and what your family enjoys. But I think the key is being intentional, looking for opportunities and taking advantage of them. And the opportunities will be different for each of us.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. When you're being intentional with your kids like that, I notice on your Instagram page, on your book or your book page, and also your website, Heritage Mom, you have some really great resources for families to both explore certain books in a unit study approach, but also sharing books that you see as valuable. So this last week, I think you had one that one of your kids really liked called Sugar. Is that something that they did really love, or they were on the fence?
Yeah, it was something my daughter enjoyed. And I think it was something we don't ever talk about. Like in most of our